Hi YouTube, this is Chris.com. I had made a video a while back in which I included, or I ranked my top 10 favorite coins, coins that when I think of my coin collection, the ones that I think of the most, or that first come to mind. I did this video a couple years ago, and I figured that it's time to kind of revisit this and make a new video, an updated version. Mainly because I've gotten coins in the last few years that I would say kind of replace some of these. In addition, as you're collecting, your interests change. You may lean to collecting different types of coins, stuff like that. So, excuse me, just as I was making this video a few years ago, I was starting to get into early commemoratives, and as you can see by my first 3 coins here, these are the coins that I included in that last video. The first 3 that I selected were my first 3 commems that I have. So I want to go through, and some of these coins are going to stay, some will be replaced. So I'll go ahead and let's look at my top 10 new favorite coins. So first I had a 1938 San Francisco, Oregon early commem State 66. And like I said, these first 3 commems I included because they were my first 3 that I had in my collection, and at the time they were my favorite. Still think they're awesome coins, but I'm going to go ahead and replace this first one with a 1925 Lexington, mid-state 65. I actually had this coin at the time that I made this video, but it wasn't slabbed, and it was one that I'd gotten a long time ago, and just had kind of forgotten about it. It was in the back of my safe, and I rediscovered it about a year ago. Had it slabbed, came back in mint state 65, and I just think the luster on it is great. If you want to check out any of these coins in details, just go through my other videos. They've all been shown before. The next coin I had was a 1925 Stone Mountain in state 65, and I'm going to go ahead and replace this one as well with another commem, but a 1936 Gettysburg mint state 64. The grade's one thing, but I really like the design of this coin. I've seen some in lower grades, even in AU, and it's just an awesome design. And for someone who likes history as much as I do, and I think the Civil War is interesting, an interesting national dynamic. I think that the design is awesome and really tells a lot about our history. Next, I had a 1936 Bridgeport early commem. Once again, I've said numerous times I love the kind of like Art Deco, early 20th century design of that eagle on the back. It's one of my favorite eagle designs. But I'm going to actually replace that by a coin that wasn't in here, so not a commem, by a peace dollar. I believe I had this coin when I made this video, but I wasn't a big fan of peace dollars for some reason. In the recent months and weeks past, I've really come to like them and looking to add some more into my collection. So this is a 1934 mint state 63 piece. Beautiful luster on it. Nice original coin. Really feel like it deserves to be in here. Peace dollars seem to get ignored a lot when collecting, unless there's collectors that look primarily or collect solely peace dollars. Alright, so next I have what I had in the video before was the 81S mint state 66 deep proof like Morgan. And to be honest, when I made this video before, I just kind of included it because it was my only deep proof like, and it still is, but I don't know, it doesn't do as much for me as even some of just the plain uncirculated Morgans that I have. So I'm going to replace this with a GSA, Carson City, which I have in another video. It's an 83, but the reverse here just has awesome toning on it, so I'm going to go ahead and add that in here. It's not going to really fit, but maybe we'll put it like that. Next I had the 15S Panama Pacific $1 gold commemorative, and those who have followed my videos recently know I am still heavily invested in the commemorative series, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I love the design on all these coins, this one and the $50, not the one in between, but the way that they use dolphins around the edge of the coin, it really just there's not a millimeter of space on the coin that is not invested with something. So I'm going to keep that. Next, is another coin I'm going to keep. It's a 1837 XF45 cap bust. This one has more sentimental value to me just because the cap bust dollar or half dollars were really what got me started in coin collecting. For about my first year of collecting, all I bought was cap bust 50-cent pieces. So this just has a great nostalgic quality to me, and yeah, I just want to include it because I feel like it's important to remember where I started. Next, we have a 93 Isabella commemorative, mint state 63. Some nice toning on it, good colors. I picked this up at the Philadelphia A&A show a couple years ago, and I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I think it's just different. It's a coin that not too many novice coin collectors even know about. A lot of people I talk to don't even know that the early commemorative series exists, or if they do, they think it's just the half dollars. They forget about the Lafayette dollar, some of the gold coins as well. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that in there. And then next, I think when I made this video, I was really focusing primarily on die varieties until I got into the early commemoratives, and I still love die varieties. They're something that it's extremely fun to come across, and that's probably why I included this. It's an 1855 or 1854 half dollar, seeded half, and although they're still fun, I wouldn't say this is a coin that I think about when I think about my collection anymore. I still have it and I love looking at it, but it's not one of the top 10. So I'm gonna take that out, and I'm actually gonna replace it by another die variety, coincidentally, an 1895 over 1895 mint state 65 Indian head cent. I'm not a huge fan of Indian head cents or pennies in general, but I love the color that this copper takes on. It's almost got a silk-like finish on it, and I'll go ahead and connect the link to these to the videos for the coins I mentioned in the description. So if you want to see this closer, go ahead. I have close-ups of the date where you can really see the over-date well. Next, I'm going to swap this one out. This was a great coin because I think I bought it at AU raw, and then I got it slabbed and it came back in mint state 63. Hard to see, and I'm having a hard time focusing the camera, but nice 3-cent piece, nice 3 silver. But I'm going to go ahead and replace that by a coin I picked up last summer, which is my favorite gold piece. It's the 1903 mint state 66 quarter eagle, and I actually got this slab myself. I don't know why the camera's not focusing, but like I said, I'm going to include the link in the description. Not going to worry about it. Going to replace this, or add this in here, because I seem to find myself moving less and less toward collecting series. So one of the first series I had done was the Mercury Dime series, so I started in 1916, went all the way up until the end, finished the whole collection, and to be perfectly honest, I forget that I even have it. It sits in a binder in my safe, and I don't know, I feel like as a collector I'm moving more and more toward a typeset, more high-end pieces where I'm not looking to run every date of the series, because I feel like if I look at a 1916 dime and a 1940 dime, I'm seeing two dimes. Really, the date doesn't change, or the date doesn't change much as far as the design goes. It's just a small aspect. So I'd prefer having an awesome example of a dime over having the entire series. So that's why I'm including this gold piece, because it kind of marked this moment for me where I'm not focusing on acquiring a mass of coins. I'm more geared toward assembling a typeset. So that gold piece will definitely be one that acts as a part of my typeset going forward. Last, kind of going in that same direction, I will definitely not be replacing this. It was one of the first high-end coins that I bought. The 1787 Newman 8X Fujio cent, mint state 63 brown. Definitely a type piece if there ever was one, and I'm not going to be expanding my typeset into all the colonials, but I feel like that really just deserves its place here. So that about does it. As you can see here, there's some pieces that stayed, some that got updated, and I think as a collector it's important to do that, kind of reevaluate where you are. I started collecting about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe even more. I'm feeling old now, but from the time I started till now, my interests have changed dramatically. They've changed multiple times, and it's something that you have to accept. You have to be willing to, sell off stuff that you're not looking at anymore, not interested in, and move in a different direction. So I'm really excited to be posting this video for you guys. I know it's been a while. Please comment, send me messages. I still appreciate all the support, people asking me when I'm putting up new videos. I've just been really busy. But I'm excited to be moving this new direction with you guys, where I'm going to be sharing more and more type coins and focusing less on date series and stuff like that. So, I think that about does it. Thank you for watching. Comment, and I'll have more videos coming at you very shortly.